Hello l'Eurovision au quotidien, ou plutôt Hey, puisqu'aujourd'hui nous poursuivons notre série d'interviews des candidats à l'Eurovision 2024 du côté de la Scandinavie, et plus précisément direction la Norvège. Cette année, le pays d'Alexander Rybak et de Bethane est représenté par Gåte, qui défendra les couleurs du pays avec Ulveam, un titre pour une fois en norvégien, c'est assez rare pour le dire, et qui vous transportera dans un ailleurs assez indescriptible et auquel chacun sera sensible de manière différente. Trêve de bavardage, la parole est à Gåte. Hello, Gåte. My first question, how do you feel 43 days before the second semi-final of Eurovision 2024?
Well,
Great.
it feels
Fantastic.
great. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we are busy and happy. But right now, both me and Gunhild, we are at our separate cabin up in the hills and forests of Norway.
Yeah, and there is a lot of children upstairs, so I'm sorry if there is they're a bit noisy.
Problem. And so, Gåte was born in 1999. Can you tell us more about the band story?
Well, the quick version.
Yeah.
The quick version is it started 1999. Gunhild was 15 years old. I was 17 years old. She's been growing up singing for like tourists in this old traditional style called kveing. So, I mean, she grew up with that. I grew up with just playing alternative rock and noises. And we had a great success, won Norwegian Grammys, toured hundreds of concerts. And then we quit in 2005, then started again in 2017, started touring, writing new material, and had quite some success again in Norway. But now, finally, Eurovision, here we are, and the new doors are opening for us. That was very quick.
That was very quick. Good one. That was a really good one.
Very efficient.
Yeah.
And so, what does Eurovision Song Contest represent for you?
It is first of all, it's a huge adventure for us. And it opens a lot of doors that wasn't open before. We have through Eurovision we get the chance to reach out to much more people than we did before, and that could also result in that we could do more concerts, which we really love to do, and it would be so good if we could go outside of Norway and do also concerts in other countries. So
yeah.
And
in addition to that, there's also just meeting this big audience and the whole like Eurovision ecosystem that has not been available to us before. We didn't know that it was so big and that the community and all you people were so like interested in the music and so engaged and enthusiastic. So, I mean, compared to the regular music industry, this is a very like warm and heartfelt space to be in. So that is really a big part of the adventure as well for us, and what Eurovision means for us.
And if you had one favorite Eurovision song in the story of the contest, which one would it be?
And we take the one, Gunhild?
The one, yeah, but the lyrics is in France and in French, and the title is also French, and I don't know French that well, so but it's toutes les.
It's Gideon's Tears and tout
le univers.
Tout l'univers. All the universe. Tout l'univers.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. That one.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
That one.
And why? And why John Steele is your favorite performance?
that song, well, I mean, it has the song in itself, but also, I mean, the whole stage performance with the big elements and the big elements moving, it really, really enhances the emotion of the song in a just whoa, heart-blowing way. It's really, yeah, the whole show really speaks the same thing. It's just breathtaking.
Okay. And when I hear emotion, when I think emotion, I think also Ulveam. And so let's talk about your song for Eurovision 2024. And how could you describe the song you will present in Malmö?
Our song is it's a lot of expression and emotion in it too. It's very strong, and it speaks to something ancient, I think, to us all. And it's it builds on something very old, from the stories from the medieval age, and it's a very strong story, a long story, and you also have this calling in the chorus that's also very special and unique. And yeah, you could follow up, Magnus.
Yeah. The song is it has a really, really strong emotion that is a bit difficult to describe even for us. And when we understood that this emotion is there, we don't really know what it is, but we know it's there. Then we understood this is what we should participate in the Eurovision with, because it's very strong, impossible to describe, and somewhere between the two elements, which the verses is this grotesque story about jealousy, oppression, and in the end, liberation on your own terms. That is put together with the choruses. That is the animal calling, where it's a vocal tradition where the mostly women then would call for the animals. And there's no words in that calling. It's just music and vowels and sounds that were meant to really resonate throughout you can see the hills and mountains of Norway. And when those two were put together, like this third effect happened, a really strong energy and communication. And it could be a call for liberation. It could be suffering. It could be so many things. And we don't really want to define it, but we know that it's there. And everything we do now is to just make sure that this emotion gets through. And we were so proud that the Norwegian people really felt it and voted this song for as the winner, so that we could represent Norway with this strong emotion.
And when you speak about the difficulties of describing your song, I feel the same when I hear the song about the style of the song. Because when we hear Ulveam, we hear different sounds. We hear folk, we hear rock, we hear medieval sounds. But we hear also very strong modernity in the song. And can you tell us more about your musical influences, which bring you to compose this style of music?
We are very different people in the band, so we don't necessarily listen to the same kind of music. So it's a really eclectic mix out of all the inspirations we have. And so again, it's a bit again difficult to describe, but I mean, we've been doing this for over 20 years, and we just know there's something going on. That's not really a recipe, but we feel like
I use that Gåte has an own DNA in a way. That Gåte is the Gåte has something that's just Gåte, and we know what Gåte is.
Yeah, and there's something like it's something about an ancient, timeless spirit that is sort of ripping into the contemporary age and the contemporary music with all the electronics and all the rock and all that noisy stuff, and within that this sort of ancient, timeless spirit comes through, and that is especially through Gunhild's vocals that I feel represent something very unique, because it's so what should I say? It's very open and unpolished compared to a lot of other singers that are very like focused on technique and good pitch. Gunhild, she's more. It's just there's a rawness there that is quite exceptional. I would say.
Yes, yes, it's true, Gunhild. You have your voice is powerful, is incredible, and what is the secret of this of this voice, of this performance?
Thank you so much. That's hard to answer, but as we told you before, I grew up in a family that was very into Norwegian folk music, and when I was about 9 years old, I saw I was at a concert where I saw a woman. She did this form of singing that's called kveing, and that's a Norwegian style of singing, is from in the folk music. And I said to my mom that I wanted to learn that style and how to sing in that way. So I started taking classes, and it spoke to me very fast, and I learned it very fast, and it was like it was meant for me to do that. And then Gåte began when I was 14, 15 years old, and when I was 16, we had record deal, and we started doing a lot of concerts, and then when I used my style of singing, which is kveing, in all these rock elements with all that sound, and in the practice room there was not very good sound. I didn't hear myself that much because of the drums and so much sound. I just had to cut through.
Yeah.
So, and I was also so young, so it was it's just a mix of this old Norwegian ancient style of singing, and also me just
Try
what
to
I
hear yourself.
had to do to hear myself. And also we did so much concerts, and the monitor wasn't that good or either all the time. So
No.
I don't know, I was just it's just a lot of practicing in not very good forhold, environments. So,
Yeah.
so yeah, what I think that's an answer on your question.
And your song will also bring something new for Norway in Eurovision these recent years, because Gåte is the first band to sing in Norwegian since Christine Gulbrandsen in 2006, 18 years. And I have two little questions. What does it evoke for you to sing in your language? And was it important for you to bring Norway's language on the Eurovision stage?
Well, it's what we have always done. Bring out these old gems from the Norwegian and Nordic folk culture. So there is no other way for us. That's what we do. So I mean, and even the kind of Norwegian that Gunhild sings in, most Norwegian people don't really understand it before they concentrate on it. So this is of course this song existed before Eurovision, so it wasn't written especially for Eurovision. So it's just like, this is a song that we made that we felt we'll just contribute with that, and all our songs are in Norwegian in some kind. So for us it's natural, but we see in context of Norway's participation in the Eurovision history that, oh yes, it's fresh, finally Norway contributing with something Norwegian again.
Yeah, we're proud of that, and also we believe that lyrics could also sometimes we want to make something that's it's kind of a fairy tale, and we want to go to people's imagination and fantasy.
Yeah.
And and we believe that sometimes if you don't understand the words, it opens up for more, and I think that's a good thing. And if you want to, of course, you could go behind and read what's the story about and behind all the lyrics. But yeah, I think it's a good thing that you doesn't understand it immediately.
Yeah, because then you start listening with your heart and not just with your mind, and that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree with you, but since its presentation at Melody Grand Prix, your song has a very good reception among the fans of Eurovision. And how do you feel about it?
We are very thankful and humble and enjoying the enthusiasm and the positive feedback. Yeah.
And in general, are you sensitive to opinions, comments about your song, about your music?
Both me and Magnus are like very not so much. We don't read much about what people say about what we're doing, because we concentrate on our task and what we're gonna do, and yeah. So, but we've heard that it's a lot of positive feedback, and that's good. That's really good to hear.
With Ulvearm, it is a radical change for Norway about the musical style of the country.
Yeah.
In Eurovision these last years, we hear some Scandic pop for Norway on the Eurovision stage. And are you scared about the reception of your proposal, which is singular, by the TV audience, the large scale of audience front of the TV?
No, not at all. Because as we were saying, we are so focused on what we do, and we have always done this. So there's no speculation towards Eurovision. This is what we always have done, and now we're in this context in Eurovision. So you could say, I mean, everything. We don't really care so much about it, because this is what we do anyway. We play concerts and we tour with this, and we're proud of what we do. So I believe the positive feedback will only be positive, and the negative doesn't really affect us that much, because we do this and we enjoy doing this, and we're really, really proud of what we do. So we're just happy to be a part of this, and already just the experience of participating, talking to some of the other artists, and meeting all the guys of the community. It's that's the most important thing of the experience, more than the actual competition in that sense.
And at MGP, you proposed an epic and powerful staging, and for Malmö in May. Would you like to keep the same concept, or do you consider to bring some changes in your staging?
The same concept, only better.
Only
perfect.
Only
Perfect.
only better.
Yeah.
It's okay for us. It's okay for us.
With Gåte, we are very precise on that. Everything in the visual concept and what we do should, like we said with the Giganteris and Total Universe, everything should enhance and tell the story of the song and enhance the emotion of the song. So we don't just do stuff because, hey, it's cool with a laser, cool with some fire and pyrotechnics. It's everything tells a story. Gunnel is confined in the laser in the beginning. Then she breaks free and sets the nature elements, gets them going with the wind. We have the fog and we have the physical state. So it's very deliberate, everything that's going on, and we're just gonna adapt that to a bigger stage. It's a different shape of the stage, and we have more resources available to enhance that emotion. So, but yeah, we'll stick to the core concept.
You're
Okay.
very, very proud of it, how it is.
You can.
Yeah.
You can. And you told it before, Magnus, Eurovision will give you an international exposure. And do you consider to develop your musical career outside Norway thanks to Eurovision?
Absolutely, absolutely. And if I'm not wrong, if I'm not totally wrong, we will actually might be doing a tour already late fall of 2024. Yeah, Europe tour.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah. It's I'm just saying
Just
it's
because of Eurovision. And so that's already we have something that we have got out of Eurovision that
Yeah.
we didn't have before. So yeah.
Yep.
You are welcome to France if you want.
Oh, we
We
would
will
very much.
so much
Yeah.
love to come.
Yes,
Yeah.
you can come in Paris or in another city. You are welcome by French Eurofans.
Thank you.
That would
We've
be
heard it's
fantastic.
really yes,
Yes.
and we heard it's really great to tour France.
And I suppose that you have listened to the other contestants of Eurovision 2024. Do you have favorites?
Yeah. Well,
Yes.
the French one is not bad. I have to say, it's not bad.
Really not bad.
But my favorite would be Switzerland, Nemo, the code,
Yes.
because it's so playful and very avant-garde. Yeah.
And you?
I too like that very much, and I also like the song from Ireland. That's
Yes.
crazy.
It's
Can be
crazy.
thug. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I love it too.
Yeah.
And
Nice.
And I have a last question for you because Magnus, I see you outside with the snow, and I'm worried for you.
Yeah. No. This is our recreation and rejuvenation. You know, this is our time off. We're up in the mountains and hills and just having a good time.
France, Belgium, and Switzerland, three French-speaking countries, vote in the second semi-final of Eurovision this year. So they can vote for Gåte. And what would you like to say to our readers to vote for you during this second semi-final?
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
there's no. I mean, people have to vote for what they like and are emotionally struck by. But of course, if you feel it in your heart, don't hesitate. The heart always should win.
Yes, as Magnus said.
Okay. Thank you very much, Gåte.
Thank
you
you.
very much.
Merci à Gåte pour cette interview pour les lectrices et lecteurs de l'Eurovision au quotidien. Vous retrouverez le groupe en 15e position de la seconde demi-finale de l'Eurovision 2024 le 9 mai prochain sur la scène de la Malmö Arena. En attendant, toutes les infos sur l'Eurovision 2024, c'est sur le AQ et nos réseaux sociaux. À très vite!